Stop. Look at your pay stub. Look at that line item for your 401k. You think that is your savings? You think that is your safety net? You are wrong. That is the evidence of a crime. We have all been fed the same script since we were 18. Be a good employee, contribute to your 401k, get the employer match. They promise you that if you follow the rules, you will retire on a beach, sipping margaritas, financially free. Look around you. Do you see happy retirees on the beach? Or do you see 70-year-olds working as greeters at Walmart because they can't afford electricity? That is the real 401k outcome. It is a lie. It is a mathematical trap designed to keep you working until you die. Let's go back to the crime scene. 1978. Before this date, companies had pensions. If the stock market crashed, the company lost money, not you. You were protected. But then they invented the 401k. They flipped the script. They took the risk off their balance sheet and dumped it onto yours. Now, if the market crashes, you starve. They lose nothing. Think about it. You are voluntarily taking your money, locking it into a digital prison where Wall Street holds the key, and you are not allowed to touch it until you're 60 years old. Do not click away, because in the next few minutes, I am going to prove to you, using their own data, why having $1 million in your 401k is effectively worth zero.
Let's look at the math. Not the math they show you on the brochure. The real math. First, meet the silent killer, the fees. Your fund manager tells you the fee is small, just 1%, maybe 2%. They say it's just a tiny slice of the pie. Wrong. Compound interest works both ways. Over a 30-year career, that tiny 1% fee doesn't just take 1% of your money, it compounds. By the time you retire, that fee has consumed up to 40% of your total account value. 40% gone into their pockets. Imagine buying a house, paying for it for 30 years, and then the bank takes the kitchen, the living room, and the master bedroom and leaves you with the garage. That is your 401k. And here's the kicker. Wall Street gets paid that fee whether the market goes up or down. If your account loses 50% in a crash, they still take their cut. They eat first, you get the scraps. But it gets worse. While the fees bleed you dry, the second enemy is crushing you: inflation. The government tells you inflation is 3%. Do you believe them? Look at your grocery bill. Look at your rent. Look at the gas pump. Real inflation is not 3%. It's closer to 10%. So do the math with me. If your 401k makes 7%, but the fees take 2%, and real inflation takes 10%, you are not making money. You are hemorrhaging purchasing power. You are taking all the risk, locking your money away for decades just to become poorer than when you started. Now we arrive at the ugliest part of the scam: the system. You are told that the 401k is great because it is tax deferred. You pay taxes later, not now. They sell this as a benefit. It is a trap. Think about it. The United States national debt is over $35 trillion. Medicare and Social Security are insolvent. Do you think taxes in the future will be lower than they are today? Of course not. Taxes have to go up. Mathematically, they have no choice. By deferring taxes, you are agreeing to pay an unknown tax rate on a larger sum of money at a time when the country is broke. Think of it this way. Imagine entering a business partnership where you put up 100% of the capital. You take 100% of the risk, and your partner puts up $0. But your partner gets to decide 30 years from now what percentage of the profit he wants to take. That partner is the IRS, and you just signed the contract. But the government isn't the only one using you. Meet the real villains: BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street. When you put money into your 401k indexed funds, you think you own those companies. You don't. You are just the beneficial owner. You put up the cash. They are the record owners. They hold the power. They take the trillions of dollars from your 401k accounts and use it to buy massive stakes in every major corporation in America. Then, they use the voting rights attached to your shares to force companies to adopt policies you might hate. ESG mandates, woke culture agendas, diversity hiring quotas that ignore merit. It is a twisted irony. You are working 60 hours a week to buy the bullets, and then they take your gun and shoot at your values. They are using your own money to destroy the culture you want to retire in. It is your money, but it is their power, and they are laughing all the way to the bank. The writing is on the wall. The pension system is collapsing. Social Security is insolvent, and the dollar is dying. Staying in the traditional 401k system is like staying in a burning building because the fire alarm hasn't gone off yet. By the time it rings, the exits will be blocked. You cannot rely on a basket of eggs held by the enemy. You need to pivot now. Stop buying paper promises. Start buying reality. Real assets. Things you can touch. Gold, the only money that has survived for 5,000 years. Bitcoin, the only asset they cannot print and cannot confiscate. Or, at the very least, educate yourself on a self-directed IRA. Take the keys back from Wall Street. Drive the car yourself. Because here is the truth they will never tell you on CNBC. They don't want you rich. They want you compliant. They want you on the hamster wheel, working until your heart stops, to fund their wars, their bonuses, and their power trips. Do not give them the satisfaction. Protect your wealth. Protect your family. Don't let them win. Subscribe to the channel. I will show you how to survive what is coming.